All right, people, what is going on? Back with a quick video. Hopefully you guys had a great Monday. It is President's Day, so some people may not have had to work today, but I had to work. So I'm out here still trying to make it happen, make a little bit of money and, do my own thing. Still in the process of moving more things to the new house. The game room has improved. Hopefully I'll be showing you that later on today on my live. I plan on going live so y'all can see what I've done with the game room so far, a little bit more improvements. And we're going to talk a little bit more about collecting games in general. But let's talk about this right here. Listen, we got I don't say an issue, but I do have a dilemma just thinking about this, about Xbox. Now, I've been thinking about, and I've been talking about Xbox for the past few months about or probably about a year, about them possibly going third party. Everything is Xbox. Xbox is everything under that umbrella. And it kind of made me think, is this really a smart move by Xbox, all things considered? Now, I know some people are sitting here still thinking about the console wars, Xbox versus PlayStation and versus Nintendo. And I get it. Some people like to do that type of thing, and there's nothing wrong with it. But after 10, 15, 20 years of that, it gets kind of old. And I pretty much never was a part of the console war. I really thought that Xbox did a disservice to their fans with the Xbox One, and I thought it was kind of hilarious how how much they was getting trolled. But looking back on that 10, 12 years later, maybe they were the smart ones, and or maybe they realized after a while it was just smart not to even be in console spaces anymore. Will they make a console? Yeah, I think they still will make a box for Game Pass and possibly like a mini PC, something probably like what Steam is supposed to be doing, making a Steam box, and I think that's just where the way things are going now. You look at the graphics cards right now, like the 5090 and the 5080 and some of these CPU chips, like the Intel chips aren't doing the best, and then you still have AMD trying to do their thing. I think a lot of people are starting to look at that level of convenience to where it is just viable just to get a box. And Xbox may be going that route, not necessarily being a console itself. And not only that, they're trying to put their games on everything. And they realize that if you can't beat them, join them. They know they're making more money through the software side of things. And this is the unkept secret, or the unwritten rule, or the unspoken rule that a lot of people don't really talk about anymore, that console sales are always being sold at a loss. I think Nintendo's like they found a way to not be in that space. Is probably why the Switch came about the way it is, because after the Nintendo Wii, they were already making that at a loss and they weren't selling well. So they were like, look, let's use some powerful or good enough chips to make these games look great and make it in the best form factor possible so we won't lose money. Xbox, on the other hand, has been losing money hand over fist with the Xbox One, Xbox One S, Xbox One X, the Xbox Series S, and the Xbox One X. Xbox Series X. There's so many confusing names. And the truth be told, they've probably been losing money ever since they came out with their consoles. The Xbox, the original one, the Xbox 360, on and on and on. They've probably been not making money off of those consoles from day one. So they was like, yay, let's just go ahead and, let's not go into our fifth generation of making consoles and keep losing money. Let's go ahead and make things on the software side, put our money on, put our games on other platforms, and just recoup the benefits on the back end. And to be honest, that's really like the smart thing to do. Sony, they have to keep their ecosystem, and they're going to keep pushing their PlayStation. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not against it. Nintendo, you already know what they're going to do. I don't think they'll ever leave their ecosystem. They put their IPs on anything else but their Nintendo platforms. So they're pretty much stuck where they're going to be at. Xbox, on the other hand, look, it's Microsoft, PC, so it's basically now like Microsoft Windows is like PC. The Xbox is the gaming division. Microsoft's like, look, let's put our games on everything and let's just recoup the benefits off of that. And I think I don't know the whole numbers, and I'm not the type of person to worry about the numbers or whatever. I can care less. It's not my money. But it seems like they're making a profit off of that big time. They're making way more money off the software and service side of things than actually pushing consoles. And, you know, like I said, all these consoles are made at a loss. And Microsoft's like, look, we can make more money doing this, we're going to do this. And at the end of the day, it kind of makes sense to where they're just going to put their games on pretty much everything. And it is what it is. I don't have a necessarily issue with it. I'll play the games on the Xbox Series. I'll play it on the PC. I'll just play my games anywhere as long as it's a decent platform to play at this point. I don't have an attachment to an IP to a console anymore like I used to. Like, I mean, I always look at Forza as an Xbox game. If it's on Xbox, I'll preferably play it on Xbox, as I always play it on Xbox. If it's on Sony, who cares? You know what I mean? Halo the same way. I look at it as an Xbox game, and I'll play it on Xbox. Master Chief Collection is on PC, but I still rather play it on Xbox. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I don't look at the attachment like I used to, but I do understand why it could be a little bit odd to play them on different platforms. But some people don't care about that stuff. You know, some people really, they just don't. People are looking forward to Forza Horizon 5 on PS5. And I think they're going to get a pretty solid experience. Because, I mean, I'm not a Forza Horizon guy, but I do realize the time I did play it, I understand why people like the game. You know, I mean, it is what it is. You know, all the other games going to come over, and it is what it is. I just, at the end of the day, I just don't look at consoles the same way like I used to. And that is probably why I look at it like this. I just feel like consoles are just a box at this point. I mean, I understand that, you know, the uniqueness of the PS5, it looks like a unique piece of hardware, but it just doesn't do anything for me anymore. It just don't. And the Xbox itself, I mean, it is a box. I mean, look at it. You know, I remember when the Xbox, you know, original Xbox came out, it felt like, you know, a different experience. Now the Xbox Series, even though it does remind me a little bit of the original Xbox in some ways, it just, to me, is just, it is what it is. And I mean, I enjoy playing on it, but it is what it is. I don't know, man. I just think at the end of the day, play where you want to play. You know, have fun where you want to have fun at. Enjoy yourself. I think Xbox, at the end of the day, feel like it is a smart move. They're making money off of it. They're profiting off of putting games on other platforms. And I just think the console war thing, they're just like, look, it doesn't serve us well to do so. So let's put, you know, our Forzas and our Gears and our Halos, and let's put all that on the other platforms and see how they go. I to be honest, I haven't heard a downside to them putting games on other platforms since they started doing it. Ever since they've been doing it, it's been a success. And Sony started to see that as well. But Sony's like, look, we're not going to put our games on Xbox. We'll put them on PC. You know, and they kind of see the benefit of it as well. As far as I know, I think they're having a good, you know, success rate with that. I don't know. But Nintendo, you can forget it. You forget it. Their game's going to be on Switch, Switch 2. Shoot, they'll put games back on GameCube, or they'll put their games back on the Super Nintendo before they put stuff on a PC. They'll make a special Super Nintendo release cartridge for a game before they put it on PC. They're not going to do it, but I'm going to get out of here. My break is over. I'm going to get back and drop this load off, and I'm going to call it a day. I do plan on going live, so hopefully you guys will check that out. We're going to talk about the gaming collection and everything under that umbrella. I plan on going live. Hopefully I don't have any issues with my live. I think I got a way to work this out, and I think it's going to work. So y'all check me out then. All right, y'all, I'm going to get up out of here. Y'all be blessed. Peace.